How are we doing today? So I'm giggling because I've been pre-shuffling for you, and there are a lot of court cards and people like coming out. It's like you're dealing with a bunch of new energies around you. Do they have to be in human form? Absolutely not. You take what resonates. I'm going to be using, now I've done a past, present, and future draw for you already. So I will tell you what those are first. If that resonates with you, stick around. I will clarify them. If it does not, I will see you next time. Okay? Maybe the next one will resonate. It just means this message isn't for you. Or it means this is what's happening around you and you are not aware of it. Tarot can also do that. That part of tarot gets a little confusing. Another thing that I really would like to say is that a lot of times we don't know exactly what all of this means until after it's happened. Hindsight being 20/20 and all, okay? So when we're talking about predicting the future, be very, very careful not to stick yourself in a certain lane with a belief, because the universe does not speak the same language that I speak that's coming out of my mouth right now. The universe speaks in energy, and it's a translation that comes through. My translation and then your translation on your side and your perspective. To keep it flexible is extremely important, because the messages that come out are a certain energy, okay? And you won't necessarily know what any of this actually means until it happens, especially if we're talking about the future. The star card came out for your future. I love this new deck. It has crystals on it. I will let you know what crystal is on each card. You can look them up yourselves, but there are little affirmations on the bottom, and I am going to read those to you. This is the Crystal Power Tarot. In the past, we have Temperance. Blue calcite is the stone. I find clarity through calm. In the present, you have the King of Pentacles, Pyrite, which is fool's gold. And it says, I am sure of my place in the world, in the present moment. Beautiful, Libra. Beautiful. In the future, the star card I showed you. I mean, you may just want to stick around for that. Tanzanite. I am inspired and positive about the future. Hope. Impressive hope, okay? So in the past, we've got a major. In the future, we've got a major. And in the present, we've got the King of Pentacles, who is, of the four kings, he's the one who talks about receiving your soul's purpose and message, your finances, what you're doing with your time, what you're giving your attention to, and how important that is, okay? The split on the deck, before we get to the clarification, comes up like this, okay? Now, I'm going to explore underneath these for a minute. I've got the Five of Pentacles. I am supported and never alone. I love that message for the Five of Pentacles, because there's sorrow here in the Five of Pentacles, which is Malachite. The sun is underneath the Five of Pentacles. So for me, there was something in that positioning as a tarot reader. For me, this is a loss of extreme happiness, okay, on the cut of the card. So there's been a struggle here where, like, the majors are bonkers when I pull this apart. And we're going to stop right there. Okay. This is what I'm going to talk about right here. This is what I'm going to talk about. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, the Page of Wands, the Three of Wands, Death, covering the Two of Pentacles, okay? Which for me is significant. A choice ended here, okay? But before that, you have the Page of Pentacles and the World. You were inspired to close out a cycle. Something happened, something ended, okay? So with the World, you made a choice, and that choice created a monster ending. A monster ending. And you decided to take physical action towards something. Instead, you were inspired to actually take physical action. If we're talking about a relationship, we are going from 2 in the Pentacles, which is your soul's truth, to a 3 in the physical desire. So Libra, someone at some point, if this is a relationship issue, could have forsaken a soul relationship for a more physical earthly plane. I don't see the devil here. I did in the pre-shuffle, which is part of my interpretation. Okay. Then after that, the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun. Manifestation to move things along so that you can get what you actually want, which is ultimate hope, the sun, the star, and then the Five of Pentacles comes on top of it. The Five of Pentacles on top of it is a loss of hope. Manifestations can be hard to keep up, okay? The Magician, the Wheel, and the Sun. Covered by the Five of Pentacles, which is fear and loss. And honestly, it's absolutely normal, especially for air signs, Libra in particular, who is good at starting things, but being able to stay in that moment of this positive manifestation. Air signs, which I'm a double air sign in my big three, we go through all of the options that could possibly happen in our minds. So air is the swords. It's the flow of information. We receive information. We have a ton of it already here. We mash it all together. And when we're trying to manifest something to get what we actually want, actually staying in that manifestation for a Libra is difficult. And getting in your own head and saying, well, maybe I don't want that, especially maybe once you get it. Okay. I'm going to move on to the clarifications. On the other side is the Knight of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Empress, the Page of Cups, the Moon. So there's a lot of feminine energy. On the exit. On my left. Okay. There's a lot of feminine energy on the exit. And I'm saying left, which I am considering in my directional right now, northeast. Look up your feng shui, all of that stuff. There's almost too much information in my air sign brain sometimes. Okay. So there are 3 fours here. I've got the Four of Swords as well, and the Four of Cups. Holy cow. You are in a place right now, Libra, where the attempt is stability in all matters of life. All you want is your stability and your security right now. That's it. Okay? The fours are about trusting timing. So if there is feminine energy leaving your life, trust that. Divine timing, divine intervention. Fours are a perfect square. So if you are in a situation that is difficult and you are seeing a lot of fours, understand that that is a matter of divine timing. That is a matter of, even if you can't see why, you can't see in the Four of Cups, for example, if it's behind you and you can't see it, there may be a reason why you can't see it. There may be a reason why there's regret here that we have to go through in order to get to the future. All right. How are we doing on time? Holy crap, we're already at 8.5 minutes. Okay. Can I just say that 4 plus 4 is 8? I just want to say that. The star at the bottom of the deck in the shuffle. There's a lot of hope here. Let's go real quick through the clarification for Temperance for Libra. So in the past, it says, I find clarity through calm again. And I'll tell you what, it seems like the balance that you struck, mostly in your thoughts, allowing things to leave if they need to leave. Yeah. Striking a balance in your thoughts, like, well, we're flipping all over the places. Okay. And the wheel in reverse, really wanting to move things along from a place of self-sabotage, really wanting communication that you have that changed things to push forward. Even though what was necessary was for you to sit in it. There's a sense of victory here in moderation in the past, even if you couldn't see it was coming. I mean, and there's a clarity in the moon reversed that the Temperance allowed you to have, this Temperance and this Five of Swords, which is more air energy, more mind. In reverse, it's being there for yourself through this change. Okay? Having patience in order to see the path ahead of you, not trying to rush it. The moon can come in, again, more feminine energy. King of Pentacles comes with the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And I mean, you can't just go for it physically without putting in the work. It's like something that you are working toward did not end up fulfilling the way that it should have. The Eight of Pentacles is about your work having paid off. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse is like you took this action toward it. This isn't mastery action. It's like I didn't really think about it first and then I went toward it. This is in your present moment. So be very careful. Time is fluid, so it depends on the Libra. You're all different. Be very careful putting in the work without thinking it through first, because that can bring you to a place of heartache. Now, the King of Pentacles is self-assured in his decisions, okay? He is not this Prince or Knight of Wands. That is not the Knight of Pentacles. So your position at this point, the advice coming in the present moment, is to make sure you are considering what you're giving your attention to, what you actually want. Don't impulsively put in work without knowing the goal. Because the work that you're putting in, if you're not having a clear vision, is going to lead you to a difficult mindset at the minimum. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles upright, which is being single, which is being established. The Eight of Pentacles, if it were upright, comes right before the Nine. So all that hard work pays off for independence and stability right before moving into a place of long-term reception in the 10. The star is clarified by the Eight of Wands and the 10 of Cups. So taking action toward a 10, I mean, you're learning, Libra. You're learning not to be impulsive. You're learning that your communications aren't always going to work if you don't think them through first, okay? Not everybody needs to hear everything that's in our mind. The Princess of Pentacles comes up with the Eight of Wands and the 10 of Cups. This is a new beginning in what you're paying attention to. This is being able to receive the blessings that are going to lead you here, okay? This 8 upright in the Wands is you taking action based on this hope in the future, okay? We got to cut this because I'm at 13:22 on the time. You make sure that you understand you are whole alone. 22, which adds up to 4. Let's pay attention to these numbers here, okay, Libra? 4 is your number. 4 is trusting your path, trusting divine timing, putting your attention into what is going to make your perfect square, because you can get it if you know what you want.